Hi Cancers, if you want to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support. Here's your ink blot. We're going to scry from this perspective for possibilities. We'll add on Tarot and Oracle, and as well the ghost box here is kicking for any audio additions, that may inspire or irritate, receive or release freely. Cancers, if you'd like to join me to close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Cancers, let's wander your aura for adventures. All right, let's see here. I'll get rid of that. Okay, so I'm seeing owl eyes, big old owl eyes, glasses, almost like a squinch. I'm being told a story. It's a little bit of emotional. It feels like a fountain of emotions rising up. This feels good. It feels like a release. Might have been holding on to something because now I'm like rubbing my eyes. I'm trying to see clearly. It's almost like by allowing it to flow and flood over the eyelids and down the cheeks, even towards like if you like sniffle if you've been crying or maybe you've been feeling under the weather. Like I see it drawing all the way down. There's some sort of like love of self, and I'm seeing a crochet needle.
It's dark.
Is it crochet needle up there? Crochet needle. Yeah. And it's kind of like plucking things out of this brow that I've had a gur on about, or something that I'm like, what? I'm confused. And I feel like I'm kind of releasing it. I'm just releasing it. I'm not even sure. It's like I'm seeing something and I'm like, I want this, or I don't like how this is going. Like it said, something could be dark or be sensing that it's dark, but it's like this brow thing. And then like this cry comes in, or this release anyway, some sort of emotional release. So I'm not holding on so sternly, almost like the pinch of the very crab. It's like I just let go. And I let go and let whatever it is that I'm pinching kind of wander away. And I'm kind of fine with it. I'm seeing a helicopter of sorts. It's more about just like not a helicopter, but those things when I was a kid and you would throw them up in the air and then they would like helicopter down. I'm seeing that. And then it lands and you like throw it up again and there's some sort of enjoyment. Excuse me. Something about freckles is coming through. Somebody might have freckles, or something just sweet and serenity. I feel like I want to be a lot kinder than I have been. I don't know if this is to myself or in relation to the way I'm seeing something. I feel like there also could be something when I got this, I could be misunderstanding something because I'm only seeing it from one perspective. I'm seeing bears as well. Yeah, I'm seeing bears, a big brown bear and possibly a bear cub in spirit. So somebody might have a young one in spirit that is still very much so cradled with you, and they are there. They actually like lay in some sort of, like, I'm seeing it like a den, some home that you have created in their heart, and they know they've never left, and they've never left you at all. What else do we have going on here, Cancers? I am seeing like just something just smitten, like just, oh. So maybe on the other side of this, or for some Cancers, again, whether it's not your scry story, that's okay, and you're holding space for other Cancers. That's always in gratitude, right, for your collective and the collective in general, wherever Cancer placements are for you. I'm in school. Did somebody start school? You're back in school. I'm worried. I'm a little worried, but I'm excited. It's like an excitement, but I kind of want to worry, but I'm not worried. Maybe it's even training for work. Okay. Rapture's on the bottom. Sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, and pleasure. Rapture. And rapture's like it's a rough word. And it also came up in Ophiuchus reading. So if that means anything to anyone, but there's this bliss around it with sensuality, love, devotion, romance, this pleasure without it being, again, it's kind of like the pinch, right? Like releasing a little bit to feel that self-love and take time for it. They also had We Are Nature, so there might be an Ophiuchian around you, or it might be something you want to dig into, because Ophiuchus is very much so about healing auric energy. So Cancers, you have We Are Nature, Brothers of the Rose,
Spring equinox.
Brothers of the Rose, excuse me, and How Perfect the Sacred Water. If anything, if you want to take a snapshot of everything. Okay, so there might be somebody that is absolutely feeling grief. It's like I'm falling, a piece of me. And as I'm seeing, it's kind of like the bear cub and the mama bear or papa bear. They've already passed on or been buried or cremated, but they still lay like right here, as if when you're first handed your baby after giving birth, and they lay upon your chest, heart to heart. That is still happening there. So I don't know if some Cancers need to be reminded of that. And I also want to know, and whoop, as it just like whirlwinded around me, you might have a parent in spirit, and this parent in spirit is holding you, is in that very moment, like in that moment, heart to heart. Seems to be coming through very much so. It's something about speaking it. And something when you're sleeping, you might have dreams, or when you're falling asleep, they cradle you, and whether this is you have a wee one in spirit, or you are the wee one to your parents, and there's this embodiment of living connection that is still living while you are grounded. And I mean grounded by you are here in the density of being grounded. Right, and knowing that the nature of the essence of those who are lost, they are not lost, or that have been, passed on, they are still living in connection with you. Specifically, there might be somebody about a mother who is trying to speak, because I'm seeing one of those baby gates, at least when I was young, and it was like a, accordion style, and it's kind of around the neck. So I don't know, maybe if this is an ancestor from like Victorian times, or like of those really high collars or something wasn't said. Maybe there's a regret, and it's kind of like a frog stuck in your throat, and I keep hearing, I am right here, let it out, talk it out, talk it out, talk it out. I am still living with you. I am still living with you, heart to heart. Brothers of the Rose and the Sacred Waters, nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, and self-care. And I feel like this has been coming up for you. Like I want to place that right, see, like the fountain. Well, if we were looking at it from no, it doesn't matter. We're here. We can look upside down. This is what it feels like. And I feel like I'm being poured over. And maybe it's not you crying. It's the waters of life. It's allowing things to flow, releasing a little bit of this grip I may have, because the grip of devotion, the grip of love, sorry is coming through. It's like apologies not needed. Just release and allow the hands. It's like I can feel when, at least when we were young, we would press our palms against a doorway. You would press, put all this pressure. And then when you would release the pressure, then it felt like your arms were just like floating up. And that's kind of the same feeling. I'm sorry if I left you, but let us know that we are still living in this connection, and I am sending you nourishment, replenishment, health. Please rest anything that is rapturous to you. Rest into it and allow me to help you float through it. Brothers of the Rose, sacred masculine, honor, protection, and support. You may have a father also in spirit, or a brother.
She won't leave.
Or a husband or partner. And okay, so I don't know if, give me a moment here. Let me go back in. Yeah, I'm back. Okay, I'm back in there. Thank you. So there are masculine energies watching over when you were born. So these are your guides. Yeah, this feels very much so like your guides. And I said, when I'm in here, it's because I'm seeing lions in here, and this strength, where the crochet hook, you're connected. You're connected through the consciousness of your birth. They're your birth guides. Yeah, absolutely. That's happening. There's some sort of sacred pool, some sort of cleansing. You might be, if you're pregnant, you might be considering a water birth because I feel like I want fluidity. There's also something translucent coming through, like imagine like a hummingbird or a dragonfly's wing, or even a fly. It doesn't matter what it is, it's translucent. You might also be connected to the fairy realm, or you're seeing fairies, both male and female. Something about the fairy realm. Okay, so there's somebody that also in spirit, Cancers, or it's your collective energy that's telling stories, and there's something soothing about it. But I'm not going to lie, Cancers, the way I feel it is in when we were talking about the owl eyes right from the beginning in this big picture, and this may be your energy. I'm being told a story. There's storytelling going on. Two of Swords. Excuse me. And it's like I'm chitty-chattering about it.
Spell.
Chitty-chattering about it. Okay, also with the words, being mindful that your words could be casting spells on those that maybe you feel you are upset with and not releasing. And being mindful of that because it's creating a home where other critters, other energies will be able to use. So I feel like you're wise enough for that. But just as a note, if that is in and around your, like what's going around your noggin, right? Like you have all the wisdom here, but there's something about maybe storytelling, what you're telling yourself to validate a particular story or the way you're feeling, but I'm actually not sensing the feeling, like the emotional intelligence in the feeling. And honoring that and kind of just releasing it. I feel like it's really not yours to carry, but you're carrying it for one reason or another. Okay, this also could be projected towards you. And maybe you feel like people have an ill feeling or something along that lines, like because I'm seeing a wine bottle with those corks. And somebody might have saved up a bunch of those corks.
I want to.
And they've created something out of it and you're like, I don't know. Same thing, I feel like I just released the hook. Okay, you don't know. You don't know. There's a conversation going on in the mind of the Cancers. Conversation that's going on. What is... Okay, sorry, one moment. Six of Wands. There is that hummingbird / fairy / the translucence, the sacred masculine. Some Cancers might be very much so working in the masculine energy to get things done, while the feminine energy is leading one to some sort of nectar. Whatever channel this is for you. 10 of Swords, though, there are, just like we were talking about the crochet hooks or the knitting needles, like pulling things out of your hair. Oh, I gotta say as well, like I'm seeing it like a little voodoo doll. I don't know what's going on. If this is your words, your thoughts, silent or said,
Maria.
It picks and it pokes. Or if it's towards you. Queen of Pentacles came in the World. And the Page of Swords over there. Sorry, in this handful. I'm not sure if I'm going to take it. I'm going to sit on it for a second. Okay. It's like when I'm in the World energy and I want to take the World card, thank you, cosmically, and I want to place it in your fountain as well. Like, see all that coloring? And then I want to put the World globe in one of your owl eyes, like a scrying, or like a wink, right? Wink, wink, Cancer. That's what that's making me feel like. And it's like closer, farther, near, farther. I squish your head, I squish your head, I squish your head. There's something about that. Yeah, I don't know how else to say that. Excuse me, I need to clear my throat. Oh, that was funny. So let me clear my throat. Okay, Queen of Wands, Page of Swords, all the stories. I've been collecting stories, kind of going through my books, declaring something. Somebody could be declaring something to you, Cancers. Like a wish come true, or this could be you just saying what you want from the world of your life. Changing the story, changing the page. I do feel like there's a declaration of it, though. Lots of balanced energy between the male and the female energies and archetypes. Oh, what is that? I'm mm, 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 mm. It is a plush character that the closest I can't remember her name, but it's in like Dr. Seuss. Yeah, it's Dr. Seuss stuff. So again, I kind of wander into those stories and these playful. It's like green eggs and ham, but there's a moral to the story. And I keep like going back and forth what cancers are saying. There's a like, are you saying one story, but there's a moral to the story, and then vice versa? Are you hearing a story and the hearing the moral to the story or missing it? Do you know what I mean? Because somebody could be like saying, I'm going to use this as an example, like confessing or declaring their love for you, and you're missing it. You're like, no, no, they're just friends, or never really thought of them that way. Do you know what I mean? Like there could be something like that. Three of Swords, King of Wands, and Queen of Cups were here as well. If those mean anything to you, you know the drill. So thank you. The Three of Swords. I want to place the Three of Swords right there. And then 1, 2, 3. There's that emotional feeling again. The sacred waters of the Queen of Cups. But you also had the Queen of Pentacles here. I feel like there's money here, but this money is... it's never been a problem. Money is not the problem. I'm seeing like different wealths, different ways to receive wealth. I feel like some have like a really healthy relationship with a partner where they, well, I declare, like they just declare their love for you all the time, whether male or female. They equally, in the energies, offer reciprocity. But there might be something going on, I'm going to say inner child-wise, because it keeps asking me to come back to not even inner child, like to when you were born. To when you were born. And you were born with protection. I'm also seeing a wiener dog. Yeah, I see a wiener dog. All right, Cancers, if there's anything else that you see, sense, or feel, please know. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if I didn't say so. Thank you to all those who do donate. You warm my haunted heart. But if you see, sense, or feel anything, comment below. There's those, like, I am just smitten with something. Just like, Cemetery. Just like a kid. Cosmic Blueprint and Captain of Submersibles. It's dark. So this is where I feel like I'm in the subcon shadow. I can't even speak. Shadow space when it keeps saying it's dark. Now some, again, might be in that morning space, or when I'm thinking about somebody that I've lost that I love, and it gets dark and the curtains close. That's how I'm seeing it. The curtains close and I'm behind the stage and I just want to cry and I hear cry. But there's something about your guides that keep coming through.
What do you want?
Your captains of sorts. Well, you are the captain. Ask yourself, what is it that you want, and be clear about it, because it is changing or aligning your cosmic blueprint. Like it will shift. The way I'm seeing it, it will shift on demand. Moon void. Yep. It will shift. Even when you don't say it out loud, your blueprint shifts in accordance to you. Like it feels like it happens quickly. Okay, so like there's this integrity amongst the Cancer collective through clearing, nourishing. It's like I'm seeing somehow water being energized so that when your feelings and your thoughts are in alignment, it moves things really, really quickly. Whatever it is that you want, whatever it is you desire, set your sights on it. We're heading there, or whatever the case may be. And this isn't about, pointing those arrows back at people, places, or things that may have broke your heart or disappointed you, or resentments. It's like you pull them out, you undo the crochet hook of the Ten of Swords feeling, and you stop it and you move on. You're like, those are not my focuses. I get it. You can apply the forgiveness. You can digest the hurts into healings. But you are focused on what you do want, whether it is a relationship, a new job. I don't feel like money is a big thing because I feel like the security is already there. Okay. But that could just, maybe it's what you are doing, manifesting, wanting, desiring, all that kind of good stuff, and I'm seeing it coming in, but it just feels like it already is. So it's probably like really close in your aura of whatever it is. Okay. Closing out messages for Cancer. That's not yours on the bottom. Like, it's so beautiful. We have here the rowan tree, attraction, and the silver birch tree, birth. And we've been talking about this, I feel like birth, since your birth, what you are birthing. If there's something that ruptured your heart through grief, whatever the case may be. And it's like your fountain is trees. And you have these, because I'm seeing like the whole circle of life. Like you might have a brother or sister or 2 other siblings as well. Something along that lines. Enlightening love, the fig tree, and the mahogany tree of confidence. Yes. So you have confidence in what you love. And if you really love something, it's kind of like that cheesy thing, let it go. You know, it's kind of like allowing the space of detachment. You don't have to feel fully for it, like both sides of it. If the relationships or resonances are reciprocal, and if it's not reciprocal, it's okay. Release it. You might have just outgrown it, and that's okay. Doesn't mean if you let it go, it's lost, or it has it needs to have a negative, no, yuck, ick. Just simply let it go with love, and it kind of releases any sort of pressure. With the rowan tree, attraction, transformation and regeneration, encouragement and protection, quicken new things to be born. And that's paired with the silver birch tree. Like wood that grows upward by drawing strength from its hidden root, love will advance. So if you feel all doom and gloomed, or if you're in a space right now where things are a little disappointing, in whatever channel that may be, Cancers, it's almost like I want to say, start at the very beginning, a very good place to start. See, and I keep wanting to like burp through your reading, which reminds me of like when folks are doing energy work and it's like bringing it up and out. Something about your birth guides want your attention, or they're there to help you. They were there for when you were born. They understand. They understand. They love you. You have parents. Like there's so many people in spirit that love you. The fig tree. Lower pleasures you attract are potentially overwhelming and dangerous. Peace arrives through higher gratification. Confidence with the mahogany tree. A test of fortitude brings a heart fortified within itself. Light shed on darkness uncovers intrigue and mystery. If you want to take a screenshot so you can read those. I want to place the rowan tree attraction like right in here. And I want to place the mahogany of confidence in here with that butterfly of transformation. Transformation, I'm attracting the very transformation. It's like then I can't get pissy about the transformation. I can't get, pissy that things are changing. Because that's the part and parcel of the transformation. And I want to keep attracting in higher vibes of gratification so gratitude can grow abundantly. And that's what's being birthed, this enlightening love throughout everything that I do and everything that I kind of engage with. Like that's the caliber of the Cancers. It's not high vibe, woke kind of language. This is about legitimately high vibrations. And to have that, Cancers are willing to let things, to weep and grieve the changes, the people, places, or things, the resentments, the disappointments, and use them as a catalyst to help and actually collaborate with the higher vibration of love that the enlightening love that you want, deserve, and desire. So allow them to be a part of that. I'm going to let you go, Cancers. This has been so wise and so sweet. It's like the inner child to, or childlike curiosity, being student teacher, this carving out love, and also this caterpillar of the, green eggs and ham. It's not green eggs and ham, but it's just in those characters of Dr. Seuss. Maybe you have characters around you, and that's lovely. And some characters are going to fall away and new characters are going to come in. So you're not overwhelmed. Okay, I'm going to let it be. Thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. Until next time, Cancers.